Okay guys, here we go. Section 2.4, writing equations of lines. We're going to look at two different types of equations, okay? One being slope-intercept form, and the other being point-slope form. Okay? Now, we're going to get to this in a second, okay? There are two things you need for an equation of a line. Two things, okay? Number one, you need the slope. Number two, you need the y-intercept. You need those two things, okay? If you have those two things, then you can write an equation of a line. If you don't have those two things, you have to find them, okay? Or you're stuck in pond water. So, if they said, well, your slope is 4 and your y-intercept is 2, come up with an equation in slope-intercept form. If I give you one of those, consider yourself lucky. That's nothing, man. So, if I'm going to write that in slope-intercept form, they give me the slope and they give me the intercept. Slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, you just plug it in. There's no work. Y equals 4x plus 2, that's all there is to it. Okay? Slope-intercept form. Point-slope form looks like this. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And we're going to practice using both of these so that you're familiar with them in case you get to a math class where a teacher says, I want you to do it in point-slope form. Well, I'll be honest, normally I just do it in slope-intercept form, it's easy. But I want you to be prepared. I want you to know how to do it using point-slope form as well. Okay, that's important. Important. All right, so let's look at an example. Let's say they asked us to write an equation of the line with slope equal to -1/2 and passing through 2, 3. So the two things, write this somewhere big, write it in the margin somewhere, okay? The two things you need for an equation of a line are the slope and y-intercept. Write it big somewhere, star it. Those are the two things you need for an equation of a line. And in this one, they give us one, but they don't give us the other. They give us m, they don't give us b. So we have to find it. And the way that we find it is using our equation, using our slope-intercept form equation. So I'm going to write that down. Y equals mx plus b. My slope is -1/2. Now, they give me one x and one y that works for this. When you have an equation, you have an infinite amount of points for a line. An infinite amount of points that go on that line. The two things that make it unique are your y-intercept and your slope. Other than that, you've got millions and millions of points that fall on that line. None which are any more important than the other. Two most important things are the slope and the y-intercept. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use this x, I'm going to use this y to find my b. Okay? So my equation, my y is 3, my x is 2 plus b. So 3 equals -1/2 times 2. That's going to be -1 plus b, and then I go plus plus 1, and b equals 4. Now I have the two things that I need. So my equation is going to be y equals negative 1/2 x plus 4. Okay? There's my equation of the line using slope-intercept form. So now I'm going to use point-slope form. Okay? Point-slope form. So that's y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So my y1 is 3, so it's going to be y minus 3 equals negative 1/2 is my slope, x minus my x1 is 2. Okay, let's simplify this. You don't leave it like that. Y minus 3 equals negative 1/2 x plus 1 plus 3 plus 3. Y equals negative 1/2 x plus 4. Okay? Same answer both ways. Unless I tell you, I don't care which way you do it. Which way do I do it? Honestly, I use this way probably. Probably what I do. Okay? So, in that case, what they gave us was they gave us the slope and they gave me a point. Again, the two things that I need, slope and y-intercept. The two things that I need, slope and y-intercept. They gave me one. I used the point to find the other. Okay? So I guess I should give you one like that. I guess I should. And you can do it any way you want. Write the equation of the line with slope equal to 5 and passing through 6, negative 1. Okay? I don't care which way you do it. All I care is that you pause the video and try it. Just try it. Just try it. Y equals 5x minus 31. I hope you got it. I hope you did. Okay? So let's say this. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. So what are the two things we need for an equation of a line? What are the two things we need for an equation of a line? Anybody know? Slope and y-intercept. And in this one, they don't give us either of those. I have to find both. Now, if they gave me those points, and they want me to find the y-intercept, I guess I could do it by graphic, but that's not the best way to do it. Not the best way to do it, okay? You want to find the slope first. So I'm going to call this one x1 and this one y1, and this is x2 and this is y2. So I'm going to do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y2 is 4 minus y1 is negative 1 over x2, which is 3, and x1 is -2. So what do I get? It looks like I get 5/5. So 1. Now, I go back and I do what I did over here. I have one of the two things that I need. I have my slope. I've got to find my y-intercept. So I go back and plug it in. So I use this. You can pick whatever point you want. I'm going to pick 3, 4. So 3, 4, and m equals 1. So y equals mx plus b. Y equals mx plus b. My y is 4. My m is 1. My x is 3 plus b. T 4 equals 3 plus b. Minus 3 minus 3. It looks like I got b equals 1. So my equation is y equals 1x plus 1. I could write that if I wanted to as f of x equals x plus 1. Because we know that's the same thing. Just different way. A little more sophisticated. A little more sophisticated, okay? So I am going to give you guys one like that to try. And let me just put it right up here and just change these 2 points. Change the 2 points. Okay, so I'm going to use 1, 5 and 4, 2. 1, 5 and 4, 2. Go. Go. I'll give you a minute. Alrighty, here we go. Let's see what you did. So I gotta make it x1, y1 and x2, y2. Gotta do it. x1, y1, x2, y2. So difference of my y's, 2 minus 5. Difference of my x's, 4 minus 1. -3 in the top, +3 in the bottom. My slope is a -1. Pick one of the 2 points, doesn't matter which one you pick. I'm going to pick the first one. So I've got 1, 5, and I've got m equals -1. So y equals mx plus b. My y is 5. My slope is -1. My x is 1 plus b. 5 equals -1 plus b. Add 1, b is 6. So my equation is y equals -1x plus 6. Okay? Hope it makes sense. Okay, I don't think it's that bad. I've got one more type of problem to show you, and then I will let you go. So, the other type of problem that we could have with this stuff is here. two problems. Number one, write an equation of the line that passes through 3, 2, and is parallel to y equals negative 3x plus 2. That's number one. And number two, and is perpendicular to y equals negative 3x plus 2. So we get two separate things going here, okay? Two separate things going. We have to think of them separately. I'm not going to try to do them at once, which is why I put one here and one here. I separated it into two problems, okay? So if it's parallel to this, what does that mean? That's one thing. And what are the two things we need for an equation of a line? The two things we need for an equation of a line are slope and y-intercept. So in this one, they don't tell me either one. They don't tell me my slope. They don't tell me my y-intercept. However, they tell me it's parallel to this line. So if it's parallel to that, that means that they have the same slope. So the slope of this line is a negative 3. So the slope of my new line is going to be a negative 3. And my point is 3, 2. So I plug it into y equals mx plus b. Y equals mx plus b. My y is 2. My slope is negative 3. My x is 3 plus b. 2 equals negative 9 plus b. Add 9, add 9, b is 11. So my equation is y equals negative 3x plus 11. Okay? We go over here. Two things we need for an equation of a line, slope and y-intercept. In this one, they don't give me either of them again. However, they tell me it's perpendicular to this. So my slope of this line is negative 3. The slope of my new line is the negative reciprocal of that. So I take the negative reciprocal, and that's going to be 1/3. Okay, m equals 1/3. And then my point is the same, passing through 3, 2. So y equals mx plus b. My y is 2. My slope is 1/3. My x is 3 plus b. Tell me e. 1/3 of 3 is 1 plus b. Minus 1 minus 1, b is 1. So my equation is going to be y equals 1/3 x plus 1. And that, my friends, is section 2-4. I hope it made sense. Actually, I lied. I have one little piece of 2-4 I didn't get to. Okay, but I'm not going to do it today because I've done too many videos today. I'm done. Okay, so you will have a second part to this video. It talks about direct and inverse variation, but I don't want to do it right now.